Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself standing at the pinnacle of success in your chosen field. You're the best, the absolute best at what you do. Can you feel the pride, the satisfaction, the sheer exhilaration of being at the top? Now, open your eyes. That vision you just had, it's not just a dream, it's a goal, and today I'm going to show you how to achieve it. Becoming the best in anything isn't just for the chosen few. It's not about innate talent or luck, it's about strategy, dedication, and relentless pursuit of excellence. And today I'm going to share with you the 5 proven ways to become the best in anything you choose. Number 1, develop an unshakable mindset. The journey to becoming the best starts in your mind. Your mindset is the foundation upon which all your success will be built. And let me tell you, a powerful mindset can move mountains. First and foremost, you must believe, truly believe, that you can become the best. This isn't about blind optimism. It's about cultivating a deep-seated conviction that with enough effort, time, and the right strategies, you can reach the top of your field. But belief alone isn't enough. You need to couple that belief with an unwavering commitment to your goal. This means being willing to do whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, to achieve mastery in your chosen field. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every setback, every mistake, every momentary defeat. These are all stepping stones on your path to becoming the best. Develop what I call a failure-proof mindset. This doesn't mean you won't fail. It means that when you do fail, and you will, because everyone does, you will see it as valuable feedback. A learning opportunity rather than a reason to give up. Remember, the oak that grows the strongest is not the one sheltered in the valley, but the one that faces the storms on the mountaintop. Embrace challenges, seek them out. Each obstacle you overcome makes you stronger, more resilient, and brings you one step closer to being the best. But a strong mindset isn't just about how you handle failure. It's also about how you approach success. When you achieve small victories, and you will, if you persist, don't let them make you complacent. Celebrate them, certainly, but then immediately set your sights on the next goal. The best in any field are never satisfied with past achievements. They're always looking forward, always pushing to improve. Developing this unshakable mindset takes time and conscious effort. It's not something that happens overnight, but there are practical steps you can take to strengthen your mental game every single day. Start by setting aside time each morning for positive affirmations. Look in the mirror and tell yourself with conviction, I'm becoming the best in my field. I have what it takes to succeed. It might feel awkward at first, but stick with it. Over time, these affirmations will seep into your subconscious, shaping your beliefs and consequently, your actions. Next, make a habit of visualizing your success. Spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself performing at the highest level in your field. See yourself overcoming challenges, receiving accolades, reaching new heights. This isn't daydreaming. It's mental rehearsal, and it's a powerful tool used by top performers in every field. Finally, surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with, the books you read, the media you consume, all of these influence your mindset. Choose wisely. Seek out inspiring stories of success. Connect with people who believe in you and support your ambitions. Distance yourself from negative influences that drain your energy and dampen your enthusiasm. Remember, your mind is like a garden. The thoughts you plant and nurture will grow and bear fruit. Plant seeds of success, water them with positivity and determination, and watch as they grow into a mindset that propels you to the very top of your field. Number 2, master the art of deliberate practice. Many people believe that to become the best, you just need to put in your 10,000 hours. But that's only part of the story. It's not just about the quantity of practice. It's about the quality. Deliberate practice is what separates the best from the rest. So what exactly is deliberate practice? It's focused, systematic, and purposeful practice that pushes you just beyond your current ability. Is not about mindlessly repeating the same task over and over. It's about constantly challenging yourself, identifying your weaknesses, and working methodically to improve. The first step in mastering deliberate practice is to break down your skill into its component parts. Let's say you want to become the best public speaker. You would break that down into elements like voice projection, body language, storytelling, audience engagement, and so on. Then you would work on each of these elements individually, pushing yourself to improve in each area. Next, you need to set specific measurable goals for each practice session. Don't just say, I'm going to practice public speaking for an hour. Instead say, I'm going to work on my storytelling skills by crafting and delivering 3 compelling anecdotes in the next hour. This level of specificity gives your practice direction and purpose. As you practice, you need to be constantly self-evaluating. After each attempt, ask yourself what went well, what didn't, why, how can I improve next time? This constant feedback loop is crucial for improvement. And don't just rely on your own assessment. Seek feedback from others, preferably those who are more skilled than you. Their insights can help you identify blind spots and areas for improvement that you might have missed. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds like a lot of work, and you're right, it is. Deliberate practice is not easy. In fact, it's often uncomfortable. It requires you to constantly push yourself out of your comfort zone, to confront your weaknesses head on. But remember this, the best in any field didn't get there by staying comfortable. They got there by embracing discomfort, by doing the things that others weren't willing to do. So how do you make deliberate practice a part of your daily routine? Start by blocking out specific times for practice in your schedule. Treat these practice sessions as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. They're just as important as any meeting with a client or boss, perhaps even more so. During these sessions, eliminate all distractions. Turn off your phone, close your email, find a quiet space where you can focus entirely on the task at hand. Remember, it's not just about putting in the hours. It's about the quality of those hours. Don't just practice when you feel like it. The best in any field practice consistently, day in and day out. Regardless of whether they feel motivated, they understand that motivation is fleeting, but discipline and habit are what lead to long-term success. As you engage in deliberate practice, you will notice something interesting happening. Tasks that once seemed difficult will start to become easier. You will find yourself able to perform at a higher level with less conscious effort. This is a sign that you're improving, that your skills are becoming internalized. But don't let that fool you into thinking you have reached your peak. The moment you think you have arrived is the moment you start to decline. The best are always looking for ways to improve, always seeking out new challenges. So as you master one aspect of your skill, immediately look for the next area where you can improve. Keep pushing your boundaries. Keep seeking out new challenges. This constant striving for improvement is what will ultimately propel you to the top of your field. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. The difference is that they committed to the process of deliberate practice day after day, year after year. They understood that mastery is not a destination, but a journey of constant learning and improvement. So commit yourself to the art of deliberate practice. Embrace the discomfort, relish the challenge, and watch as you steadily climb towards the pinnacle of your chosen field. Number 3, cultivate unwavering self-discipline. Now that we have discussed the importance of mindset and deliberate practice, let's talk about the glue that holds it all together. Self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your actions, emotions, and impulses in order to achieve your long-term goals. It's what gets you out of bed at 5 a.m. to practice when everyone else is sleeping. It's what keeps you focused on your work when distractions are calling your name. It's what pushes you to go the extra mile when you're tired and tempted to call it a day. In short, self-discipline is the secret weapon of those who become the best in their field. But here's the thing about self-discipline. It's not something you're born with. It's a skill that you can develop and strengthen over time, just like a muscle. And like building any muscle, it takes consistent effort and the right techniques. The first step in cultivating unwavering self-discipline is to clearly define your goals. You need to know exactly what you're working towards and why it's important to you. Write down your goals in detail. Make them specific, measurable, and time-bound. Post them somewhere you can see them every day. This constant reminder will help fuel your motivation when your discipline is tested. Next, break these big goals down into smaller daily actions. Self-discipline isn't about making huge heroic efforts occasionally. It's about consistently doing the small things that move you towards your goals day in and day out. For instance, if your goal is to become the best salesperson in your company, your daily actions might include making a certain number of cold calls, studying your product for an hour, and role-playing sales scenarios. These daily actions might not seem significant on their own, but when done consistently over time, they lead to massive results. Now, here's a crucial point to build self-discipline. You need to keep your word to yourself. When you say you're going to do something, do it. No excuses. This builds self-trust and strengthens your ability to follow through on your commitments. If you're not used to being disciplined, don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Begin with 1 or 2 small habits. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier each day or reading for 15 minutes before bed. Master these small habits and then gradually add more. As you work on building your self-discipline, you will encounter resistance. Your old habits, your comfort zone, will try to pull you back. This is where many people give up, but not you. You're going to push through this resistance because you understand that this discomfort is the price of greatness. One powerful technique for overcoming resistance is the 5-second rule. When you find yourself hesitating to do something you know you should do, count backwards from 5 to 1. Then immediately take action. This simple technique interrupts your habit of procrastination and propels you into action. Another key to cultivating self-discipline is managing your environment. Your willpower is a finite resource, and it's easily depleted by constant temptation. So set up your environment for success. If you're trying to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in the house. If you want to avoid distractions while working, turn off notifications on your phone. Remember, self-discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. There will be days when you slip up, when you don't meet your own standards. That's okay. The key is to get back on track immediately. Don't let one slip up turn into a complete derailment. As you practice self-discipline, you will notice something interesting happening. Tasks that once required immense willpower will start to become automatic. This is because you're building habits, and habits are the backbone of self-discipline. But even as certain behaviors become habitual, don't let yourself become complacent. Always be looking for new areas where you can apply your self-discipline, new challenges to take on. The best in any field are constantly pushing themselves, constantly raising their own standards. As you develop your self-discipline, you will find that it spills over into all areas of your life. The discipline you cultivate in your professional life will enhance your personal life. The discipline you apply to your health will improve your finances. Self-discipline is a master key that unlocks excellence in every domain. So commit yourself to cultivating unwavering self-discipline. Embrace the challenge, push through the discomfort, and watch as you steadily transform into the best version of yourself. Remember, the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. Choose discipline. Choose excellence. Choose to be the best. Number 4, embrace continuous learning. Now that we have built a foundation of mindset, deliberate practice, and self-discipline, a crucial element that will keep you at the top of your game. Continuous learning. In today's rapidly changing world, what got you here won't get you there. The skills that make you successful today may be obsolete tomorrow. That's why the best in any field are perpetual students, always hungry for new knowledge, always eager to expand their skills and understanding. But continuous learning isn't just about staying up to date in your field. It's about expanding your horizons, making connections between different areas of knowledge, and constantly challenging your assumptions. It's this breadth and depth of knowledge that allows the best to see opportunities and solutions that others miss. So how do you embrace continuous learning in a way that propels you to the top of your field? First, develop a voracious reading habit. The most successful people in the world are often avid readers. They understand that books are a shortcut to wisdom, allowing you to absorb in hours what took someone else a lifetime to learn. Set a goal to read at least 1 book a week. Choose books that directly relate to your field. But don't stop there. Read widely across different disciplines. You never know where your next breakthrough idea will come from. But don't just passively consume information. Engage with what you're reading. Take notes, ask questions, think critically about the ideas presented. How can you apply this knowledge to your own work? How does it challenge or support your current understanding? Next, seek out mentors and experts in your field. The fastest way to improve is to learn from those who have already achieved what you're striving for. Attend conferences, join professional associations, reach out to people you admire. Many successful people are willing to share their knowledge if you approach them with genuine curiosity and respect. But don't just limit yourself to formal mentoring relationships. Learn to see every interaction as a learning opportunity. Whether you're talking to a colleague, a client, or even a competitor, always be asking yourself, what can I learn from this person? What unique perspective or insight can they offer? In addition to learning from others, make a habit of teaching what you know. Teaching forces you to organize your thoughts, to articulate your knowledge clearly, and often reveals gaps in your understanding. Whether it's writing articles, giving presentations, or simply explaining concepts to a colleague, the act of teaching will deepen your own learning. Another powerful way to embrace continuous learning is through experimentation. Don't just accept conventional wisdom, test it. Try new approaches, challenge established methods, see what works and what doesn't. Every experiment, whether it succeeds or fails, is an opportunity to learn and grow. In today's digital age, there's no excuse for not learning. Take advantage of online courses, webinars, podcasts, and other digital resources. Many of these are free or low cost, allowing you to learn from world-class experts at your own pace. But remember, information alone isn't enough. The key is to apply what you learn. After every book you read, every course you take, every conversation you have, ask yourself, how can I use this information to improve my skills, to solve a problem, to create value? As you embrace continuous learning, you will likely encounter moments of doubt. You might feel overwhelmed by how much there is to learn, or discouraged when you realize how much you don't know. But remember, this feeling of conscious incompetence is a sign of growth. It means you're pushing your boundaries and expanding your horizons. Embrace this feeling. Let it motivate you to keep learning, to keep growing. One powerful strategy for continuous learning is to adopt a beginner's mindset. No matter how much you know, approach each new learning opportunity with the curiosity and openness of a novice. This mindset allows you to question assumptions, see things from fresh perspectives, and remain open to new ideas. Remember, the moment you think you know, everything is the moment you stop growing. The best in any field understand that there's always more to learn, always room for improvement. They approach each day as an opportunity to become a little bit better than they were yesterday. As you continue on your learning journey, don't forget to look beyond your immediate field. Some of the most innovative breakthroughs come from applying ideas from one domain to another. For example, the assembly line revolutionized manufacturing, but it was inspired by the continuous flow production methods used in meatpacking plants. By learning across disciplines, you will develop a unique perspective that sets you apart from your peers. The importance of reflection in the learning process. It's not enough to simply accumulate information. You need to take time to process what you have learned, to integrate it into your existing knowledge base, and to consider how you can apply it in practical ways. Develop a habit of regular reflection. At the end of each day, week, or month, ask yourself, what have I learned? How has this changed my understanding? How can I use this knowledge to improve my performance or solve problems in my field? This practice of reflection will help you extract maximum value from your learning experiences. It will also help you identify gaps in your knowledge, guiding your future learning efforts. As you embrace continuous learning, you will find that it becomes a self-reinforcing cycle. The more you learn, the more connections you will make, and the easier it becomes to assimilate new information. You will develop a framework of knowledge that allows you to quickly grasp new concepts and see how they fit into the bigger picture. But remember, learning isn't just about acquiring information. It's about developing new skills, new ways of thinking, and new approaches to problem solving. So don't just focus on theoretical knowledge. Look for opportunities to apply what you're learning in practical ways. This might mean taking on new projects at work, volunteering for challenging assignments, or even starting a side business where you can experiment with new ideas. The key is to create opportunities to put your learning into practice. The fear of failure. Many people hesitate to try new things or explore new areas because they're afraid of making mistakes. But the best in any field understand that failure is an integral part of the learning process. Every failure is a learning opportunity. It's a chance to gain valuable feedback, to refine your approach, and to deepen your understanding. So instead of fearing failure, embrace it. See it as a necessary step on the path to mastery. Adopt what psychologists call AG, growth mindset. This is the belief that your abilities are not fixed, but can be developed through effort, good strategies, and input from others. With a growth mindset, you will see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than threats to your competence. As you continue your learning journey, don't forget the power of diverse perspectives. Seek out viewpoints that challenge your own. Engage in discussions with people who have different backgrounds, experiences, and areas of expertise. This diversity of thought will broaden your understanding and help you see problems and solutions in new ways. Remember, becoming the best isn't about knowing everything. It's about having a deep understanding of your field, coupled with the ability to continually learn, adapt, and innovate. By embracing continuous learning, you're not just preparing for success today. You're setting yourself up for sustained excellence in the face of whatever changes the future may bring. Number 5, build a powerful network. The fifth and final way to become the best in anything: building a powerful network. You have probably heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. But the truth is, it's both. Your knowledge and skills are crucial, but your network can amplify your efforts and open doors to opportunities you might never have found on your own. Building a powerful network isn't about collecting business cards or racking up connections on social media. It's about cultivating meaningful relationships with people who can support your growth, challenge your thinking, and help you achieve your goals. Start by identifying the key players in your field. Who are the thought leaders, the innovators, the rising stars? These are the people you want in your network, but don't just focus on those at the top. Look for peers who are on a similar journey to yours, mentors who can guide you, and even those just starting out who bring fresh perspectives. Networking isn't about what others can do for you. It's about how you can add value to others. Before you reach out to someone, ask yourself, what can I offer this person? How can I contribute to their success? This might mean sharing an interesting article, offering your expertise on a project, or making an introduction to someone in your network. By focusing on giving rather than taking, you will build genuine relationships based on mutual benefit. Remember, networking is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process of building and nurturing relationships. Stay in touch with your contacts regularly, share your successes and your challenges. Ask for advice when you need it, and offer support when you can. Don't limit your networking to your immediate field. Some of the most valuable connections can come from unexpected places. Attend conferences and events in related industries. Join clubs or organizations aligned with your interests. The broader and more diverse your network, the more opportunities you will have for cross-pollination of ideas and unexpected collaborations. In today's digital age, online networking has become increasingly important. Platforms like LinkedIn offer powerful tools for connecting with professionals around the world. But don't just collect connections. Engage with your network. Share valuable content, comment on others' posts, participate in online discussions. However, while online networking is important, don't neglect face-to-face interactions. There's still immense value in meeting people in person, in reading body language, in having those spontaneous conversations that often lead to breakthrough ideas or opportunities. As you build your network, look for opportunities to bring people together. Organize meetups, host dinners, or create online communities. By becoming a connector, you will not only expand your own network, but also become a valuable resource for others. Remember, the strength of your network isn't just about quantity, it's about quality. A few deep, meaningful relationships can be far more valuable than hundreds of superficial connections. Invest time in nurturing these key relationships. The importance of diversity in your network: it's natural to gravitate towards people who are similar to us, but a truly powerful network is diverse. Seek out people with different backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. This diversity will challenge your thinking, broaden your horizons, and help you see opportunities and solutions you might otherwise miss. As you build your network, don't forget about the power of weak ties. These are the people you know but not well. Acquaintances, friends of friends, former colleagues. Research has shown that weak ties often provide more novel information and opportunities than our closest connections. So don't neglect these fruitful relationships. Now, building a powerful network takes time and effort. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone, to put yourself out there, to be vulnerable, but the rewards are immense. A strong network can provide emotional support, professional opportunities, access to resources, and wealth of knowledge and expertise. Networking is not just about what you can get. It's about being part of a community, about contributing to something larger than yourself. As you become more successful, look for ways to give back. Mentor others who are just starting out. Share your knowledge and experience. Use your network to create opportunities for others. Remember, becoming the best isn't a solo journey. It's about rising together, about lifting others as you climb. By building a powerful network, you're not just advancing your own career, you're contributing to the growth and success of your entire field. As we wrap up our discussion on the 5 ways to become the best in anything, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey ahead. Developing an unshakable mindset, mastering deliberate practice, cultivating unwavering self-discipline, embracing continuous learning, and building a powerful network. These are not easy tasks. They require consistent effort, dedication, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when the challenges seem insurmountable. But in those moments, remember why you started this journey. Remember the vision you had at the beginning of this talk, that image of yourself standing at the pinnacle of success in your chosen field. That vision is not just a dream, it's a destination, and you now have the roadmap to get there. Each small step you take, each habit you build, each relationship you nurture, these are all bringing you closer to your goal. The journey itself is where the real magic happens. As you push yourself to grow, to learn, to connect, you will find that you're not just becoming the best in your field, you're becoming the best version of yourself. You will develop resilience that will serve you in all areas of life. You will cultivate a love for learning that will keep you young at heart. You will build relationships that will enrich your life in ways you can't even imagine right now. So embrace the journey. Embrace the challenges, the setbacks, the moments of doubt. These are all part of the process of becoming the best. And remember, becoming the best isn't about reaching a final destination. It's about continual growth, about always striving to be better than you were yesterday. Even when you reach the top of your field, you will find new mountains to climb, new challenges to overcome. That's the beauty of this journey. It never ends. There's always room for improvement, always new heights to reach, and that's what makes it so exciting, so fulfilling. So as you leave here today, I want you to make a commitment to yourself, to your dreams, to your potential. Commit to taking action on what you have learned today. Start small if you need to, but start. Remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. Develop that unshakable mindset. Practice deliberately. Cultivate ironclad self-discipline. Never stop learning. Build those powerful relationships. Do these things consistently, day in and day out. And I promise you, you will rise to the top of your field. You have greatness within you. You have the potential to be the best. Now go out there and make it happen. Your future self is counting on you. The world is waiting for your unique contribution. It's time to become the best in anything you choose. Thank you.